Welcome to Your Powerful Legacy TV. My name is Cynthia DeFazio, joined today by Kristina Ping Kepperling of Powerful Legacy Insurance and Financial Services. And to our viewers at home, we're talking about a very important topic today, retirement income. Everyone wants to have income in their retirement because remember, income is the outcome. Right? Kristina, how are you today?
Fantastic. Great to be here with you always, my dear friends.
It's so much fun to be together with you. I love everything that we talk about. In fact, we were referencing before the show started that this is episode 76. We talked about music in the 70s.
Good stuff.
Right before the camera started, we were laughing about Do Run Run, which I don't even know that was even in back there. But we just have so much fun as we're getting ready for the shows. And I think the viewers appreciate that. But still, the quality information always comes through.
Yes, well, speaking of music, I think that in the 70s, music was still good music.
Yes.
Do you not agree? That's,
yes.
I had mentioned the Carpenters. I really love their music.
I know.
It seems like it was always a story relatable inside of their songs. I really love that.
It was. It definitely was a story.
But you know, Jeremiah was a bullfrog back then too.
Well, yes, he was. And he was a good friend of mine, I'll tell you right now.
Indeed.
So retirement income, wow. Let's talk a little bit about that because people are planning for their retirement and they're probably asking themselves some questions like, where is my income coming from? I know that Social Security plays a big role in that, of course, but other pieces and parts, what if they're relying on Social Security but perhaps they don't have savings, Kristina?
So for most retirements that I see, Social Security somewhere around that 36 to 40% statistically, but I'm actually seeing it closer to half. It's a pretty big deal in the Kentuckiana area, especially. We just have a little bit lower earnings, and so people rely on that a little bit more. For most of us, we have saved pre-tax money. This is probably in your 401k, 403bs, 457s, TSPs, TSAs. This was just a cruise control. It was offered by your employer. You just put the money in there. Now what? Now what do you do? How do you decumulate or spend this money? I want you to think about it like this. Think about a really big bucket, okay? And you fill that up with all of your retirement savings. Retirement is literally when you keep a spigot of interest going on, but you turn off that income and you turn on a stream from your savings out the bottom. Well, you need to make sure that that savings is going to last. So we don't want that bucket to drain out too quickly. What other holes are in your bucket? We'll talk about that too.
Definitely. I want to talk about that. And you have a client story to share, actually. Someone who's questioning, how do I spend my money? That gentleman was asking that question.
So first off, I love to spend money. Isn't that great, Cynthia? Don't you love to spend money?
I do love to spend money.
Oh my gosh, but more than anything, I love to save money.
I am a nut when it comes to saving. I love saving.
We were just talking about that, things on sale. Yes. It doesn't matter what it is. We always want to make sure that we're doing the right thing, spending the money wisely. So in retirement, how do you spend your money? And this client came to me, he's like, how do I spend my money? I'm like, with pride and joy, because it took a long time to earn it. And we want to keep it safe. We want to make sure that you're not going to run out in your lifetime. So we just begin by saying an income plan. We need to get that started. How much income do you truly need? So think about what it is that keeps you comfortable every single month. Obviously, you've got to have your housing and your food. You want to have utilities. You probably want to have some type of an account to watch television of some sort. So thank you for being here with us on television. And when you think about that, what are those just basic needs? Well then, medical, what about your medications? Or maybe you have some obligations to help with other people. I see a lot of people that are taking care of their parents or grandkids or whatever else it may be. What do you need to be comfortable? That's where we get started. We want to make sure that you're going to have what you need in that budget. That's how we begin the income plan. Then what have you saved? And then how do we create that into an income stream? And for you ladies out there, you know, we have an earnings gap. So what can we do to educate you and make sure that you're going to have everything that you need? Well, ladies, I'm telling you, first off, good job saving, because it's harder than ever.
Absolutely.
I know when my kids were young, I felt like I couldn't save. What about you?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's very, very true.
Because I'm spending my money on them and making sure they're taken care of.
Yes.
So there were several years I truly didn't save myself. So now I'm making up for some lost time.
100%. I agree with that. And for those people that didn't have the opportunity to save, but let's say they were still working and they were putting money into the 401k, is a 401k, is that a decumulation tool that you can use?
No, that is a group plan. That is just a plan with your group where you are, and maybe you have some old 401ks at other places because you've had more than one position. What do you do with that? Well, who do you call at your 401k to spend that money and make sure you're going to have a lifetime of income? You know, 1-800-I-don't-care-about-you. You won't get those answers. I'm so sorry, but you're just not going to. That's not what that's meant to be. That is an accumulation phase, or as you're contributing into your retirement plan. And folks, we do have a few different phases in retirement. I want to talk to you about those for just a moment, because as we're finding out where are you in this phase, there are some times that you may be in multiple phases at once. So when you are working, earning money, contributing in your retirement plan and accumulating those funds, that's your first phase. You're going to get a little bit closer to retirement and you're going to see yourself wanting to conserve or preserve your wealth, because you know if you lose too much, you won't be able to retire how and when you want to. Then eventually we're to distribution phase. So sometimes you're accumulating and you're being a little conservative at the same time. In distribution, most people are going to be conservative as well. So conservation, distribution definitely overlap on a regular basis, and then obviously accumulation. So checking out that risk tolerance inside of your 401k, that's another big question.
And how does someone go about doing that? How do you test your risk tolerance in a 401k? Because so often people are confused with what they even have. Like, there's no guidance. Like, you don't have someone that sits in your employer's office and says, I think you should choose this, this, and this. It's up to the employer to make those decisions. But what if they're the wrong ones, Kristina?
Well, it's water cooler talk.
Yes.
You know, and 𝗍𝗂, you can look that up if you want to. 𝗍𝗂 limits it to where you only have to have 3 options minimum inside of a group plan. That's not enough. You want more options.
Yes.
Did you know if you're over 59.5 years old that you can actually call and see, can you do an in-service 401k rollover to an outside IRA? You won't have that 10% problem or anything like that. They want you over 59.5.
Okay.
It's not a taxable event because you're not paying taxes, but that positions you to be more conservative and get ready to decumulate the finances. So that could be one of the steps to look into.
Okay, okay. I know a lot of people right now that are watching the show, they're wondering about what their retirement will look like. And we've talked about the importance, Kristina, of having a plan. In your own words, how important is it to have a written financial plan for your retirement?
Well, you think about this. What if you're going on a trip and you have no map, no atlas? I guess I just told my age, a GPS, I guess.
I can throw in TripTik. No.
Exactly, exactly. What if you go on a trip and you have no idea where you're going to stay? How do we even get there? What if you don't even know where you're going? That's very uncertain, and sometimes people feel that way in retirement. You don't know how much money you're going to have, how you're going to meet those income needs. Is it going to last your lifetime? That's what we're going to find out with an income plan. And as we're sitting down with that retirement written plan, taxes, income, volatility, Medicare, Social Security, all things inclusive retirement should be included in that plan, and you should have all of those items addressed.
Well, Kristina, we're going to take a very short commercial break, but you have a message to deliver to the viewers at home today before we do so.
Yes. For those of you that your paycheck has stopped or it's getting ready to stop and it's time to turn on a stream of income from your savings for your retirement, I know you're worried. Is this going to last long enough? If you're worried about this and you would like a consultation, you just want to get a review and see, are you on track for your retirement? Pick up your phone. Give us a call. Click that QR code, jump onto yourpowerfullegacy.com, set an appointment with us. We would love to bless you with that time and that information to make sure that you personally are on track.
Kristina, thank you so much. To our viewers at home, there's a number to call on your screen. That number is 877-893-5099. You've worked your entire life to get to the retirement years, and you deserve to have peace of mind. Are you on the right track for your retirement? And if not, wouldn't you want to know today? Kristina is offering you the complimentary consultation, and all you have to do is call in 877-893-5099. If you don't have a pen handy, that's okay. You can grab your smartphone, click on that QR code at the bottom corner of your screen. That will take you right to the landing page for Powerful Legacy Insurance and Financial Services, and you can schedule your time accordingly. We're going to take a very short commercial break. When we come back, I want to talk to Kristina more in depth about how do you know that you're on the right track for retirement. Stay tuned.
So Kristina, one of the things that we hear all the time is, when should I start drawing from our retirement accounts?
You know, that's a loaded question. We get a lot of those, don't we?
We do.
Folks, I don't think that there is any one answer for when is the best time to withdraw the money from your retirement account. It depends on several things. First off, how old are you? If you're under 59 and a half years old, did you know that on those pre-tax retirement accounts, you could end up paying a 10% penalty? Watch out. Have you started your Social Security? Did you know there's taxes on Social Security? All those items? When's the best time to even start your Social Security? That's important. Then when it comes time to actually withdrawing from your retirement funds, should you withdraw from that first? Or perhaps let your Social Security grow a little bit more? Folks, what if you had the ultimate plan? What if you knew exactly when to draw down so you knew you wouldn't run out of money? That's what we'd love to talk to you about. Come in and see us, Powerful Legacy Insurance and Financial Services. We'd love to let you know, are you on track?
Welcome back to Your Powerful Legacy TV. My name is Cynthia DeFazio, joined today by Kristina Ping Kepperling of Powerful Legacy Insurance and Financial Services. And we're talking all about income in retirement, and also, are you on the right track for your retirement? Kristina, obviously there's a book on the table right now called The Retirement Train, and finding out if you're on the right track goes hand in hand with your book. How does someone know they're on the right track? And let's talk about the book.
Yes, I love this book. I
do too.
It is such an easy read. So many people have enjoyed applying it to their own lives. Each chapter is a different decade or milestone in life. So if you're looking for retirement, you're probably going to want to see those chapters 5 and 6. That's about where the closing is going to be in retirement, legacy, and beyond. But think about this for just a moment. What does it really look like for your personal retirement? If you do not have someone to help show you, are you on track? You probably are not.
Good point. And that ties into the importance of having a second opinion, because what if someone's in the viewing audience today and they're looking at each other right now and they're saying, well, I think we're going to be okay, but what if they don't know? And how important is it to have a second opinion from a fresh set of eyes, not the person that gave you the first opinion?
Well, I get many people that call into the show. I have a lady that was just in my firm not even 2 weeks ago. And she said the funniest thing. First off, she was a little insulting because she said, you know those cheesy commercials? Are you really that cheesy in person? I'm like, yes, that's me. I'm still the same person.
Cheesy? Oh my gosh.
And then she's like, oh my gosh, you're so little. TV just makes you look different. And I'm like, thank you. That's awesome.
Petite is a good word.
We are still the same people as what you're seeing here on TV.
Yes.
You know, I was thinking about that the other day. People see us and, you know, obviously we have awesome chemistry on TV, but we've been very, very dear friends, soul sisters for years.
Yes.
And we literally finish each other's sentences. We're having these amazing surface conversations about silly things like Amazon.
Yes.
And who's winning the contest of the most packages. Or we also have very deep conversations. One of the deepest conversations that we find ourselves engaging in is just ever so simply women inside of finance.
Yes, it's so important, and it's so true, because there seems to be a lot of women out there, and perhaps you are one right now watching this show, where you feel like you have so many questions about your financial future, but you don't know where to go, and you don't know who to ask, and you don't know if you're going to be listened to. Kristina, you're so passionate about that because you understand women oftentimes are paid less. We're often caretakers. We have multiple things going on. We put our needs second. You have a way of putting women first.
Yes, and the reason why I think I'm able to do that is because I have felt last for a long time. And I did it to myself. I put myself last because there were so many other things that were much more important that were first, my children.
Yes.
All those years that I spent raising my children, I wanted to give them everything I had. Make sure that they never felt like they needed something, because I know how that is when you're a child. I've gone to bed as a child hungry. I never wanted my children to feel that. So I knew something ever so simple. I needed to make sure I wasn't living beyond my means. I needed to make sure that I was saving when I had the availability. That's important. Teaching my children how to manage money. If teaching the next generation is not an important job, I don't know what is.
Agree.
Making sure I had a budget, And also financial education.
Yes.
A lot of women do not have financial education because they don't know where to go.
That's right.
Well, where are you going to get good, solid stats? Where are you going to get good, solid information, facts that's going to help you, ladies, in your personal retirement? I got your back. That's important to know.
It is very important to know. And I love that you're bringing that up today because it is such a crucial topic. And the other piece that we should talk about, obviously, is that women live longer than men. So it's not a selfish thing to book that consultation. If you're in the viewing audience right now and you're a female, perhaps you're married, of course, there's a chance that you will outlive your spouse. You need to know where the finances are. You need to know how to take care of yourself. So please, for today, put yourself first. Call into that number, 877-893-5099. Kristina wants to talk with you. And I think it's so important. I really don't think we can talk about that too much because so often that is such a very important topic. But let's talk about something fun. Let's talk about thriving in retirement. We're talking about income in retirement. Talk about when you get to pick up the phone and say, okay, you are doing just great. I need you to take a vacation right now. Go spend some money.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I have this couple and I'm pretty sure that you're watching right now. So it is just a great pleasure to be serving you. This couple does not make a move without calling me first. And they blame me to each other.
No.
I'm very happy to give them that shield, because the wife will call sometimes and she's like, tell him that he can't do this. You know?
That is so funny. That is cute.
And you know, when I think about the way that I get to be involved in the journey, oh my gosh, what an awesome blessing. And watching so many fun things happen, getting to get out there and travel and enjoy your life, enjoy the world. The number one thing that has shifted in my life, I don't even feel like the same person anymore because I'm not just Tyler and Preston's mom. I'm not just Kristina. I'm not just a financial advisor. I'm Levi's Mimi.
Yes.
Being his Mimi, holy cow, I don't look at anything the same because when he was getting ready to be here, I raced a NASCAR stock car on the Daytona track.
I remember. I remember.
And had just accomplished a major hurdle professionally.
Yes.
And so I think about all of these things and I think, I want to make my grandson proud. As a woman, I want to make him proud, that next generation.
Yeah.
And so when I think about the fun in retirement, I want to spend more time with the grands.
Yes.
I want to spend more money on the grands.
Yes.
You know, I really don't love those, I call them the puke parks, where you go and you ride things and it makes you want to puke. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't love those, but I can guarantee you if Levi says, Mimi, will you take me to the puke park? I'll be like, yep,
Yeah.
let's go.
Okay, I've never heard them called that before, but I like it. It makes sense.
I just can't, but I would do it for him. That's the way that runs. You do anything for those grands. It is a grand life. Holy cow. I would not be the best Mimi if I didn't pull open my phone and show a picture of him.
Oh, he is the cutest thing. And those cheeks.
Oh my gosh.
Those cheeks.
I just love those little squishy cheeks. I tell him that he grows little chunkies every time he's napping. It's so fabulous. And I know that a lot of us ladies out there, you know, we love our children. It's so much fun and we spend that time. But the stress, not being able to save for the future in the way that you want to, the stress of not being able to spend and enjoy the way that you want to, that does come along later. The grand life comes along later. Oh my goodness. And that's a whole other thing. I don't want to mix the word budget and grandparent because they don't go together. I want to be very particular about that.
They're not even in the same dictionary. I mean,
Nah.
it's like a totally different dictionary.
There is none. If they want cookies for breakfast, the answer is yes.
Absolutely.
There's no diet budget.
Well, and it's balanced. You got eggs, flour. I mean, there you go. It's milk. It's a balanced meal.
Woo, you are so smart, chick.
Well, Kristina, you have a message to the viewers at home.
Yes.
Let's talk about what that is before we take our next commercial break.
Folks, I know that you are concerned about all of these multifaceted pieces of your retirement plan. Taxes, volatility of the market, inflation, healthcare. What's the timing of Social Security? Should you extend your spouse's Social Security to be able to take care of you later? What do we need to do to make sure that we're maximizing all of that retirement savings into your retirement lifestyle? I do want to make sure and offer you ever so clearly, this is complimentary, a consultation. Come in and see us at Powerful Legacy. We'd love to let you know, are you on track for your retirement? For some of you, this will be a second opinion. That's completely fine. We'd love to give that to you. Come by and get a complimentary copy of the Retirement Train. This is how you get a hold of us. That number on the bottom of the screen, the QR code, you can click on that. Jump onto yourpowerfullegacy.com. We'd love to bless you with that peace of knowing that you are on track.
Kristina, thank you so much. To our viewers at home, that number to call is 877-893-5099. We're going to take a very short commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We have some listener questions. We're going to get through a couple of those when we return.
I have yet to see someone come into my firm that actually has a financial plan. So it is my great pleasure to be able to provide that for them. At Powerful Legacy, a financial plan is inclusive of everything retirement. So Social Security timing, tax planning, obviously legacy planning, Medicare. We want to talk about all of your wills, estates, I mean, all these items. I have found that most people will say, oh, I'm going to spend less in retirement than they spend more. So putting that entire plan together was the best way to decumulate those funds where you don't run out. It's a puzzle. It's my favorite thing. I mean, I love doing this all day, every day.
Welcome back to Your Powerful Legacy TV. My name is Cynthia DeFazio, joined today by Kristina Ping Kepperling of Powerful Legacy Insurance and Financial Services. We're talking all about your retirement plan and also your income in retirement. But in this segment, we have some listener questions. And Kristina, I love that we have listener questions. Obviously, people enjoy the radio so much. They enjoy the podcast so much. They have questions for you.
They do. And radio and podcast is so much more fun. Not that I don't just love being here on the screen with you guys, but I can jump into podcast in my pajamas and I don't even have to style my hair and it's going to work.
I know. I love that. That is the beauty of being behind the camera. Yes, I agree. I agree. Well, here's your first question. I just turned 75 and I've been retired for 12 years. I just went back to work and I'm wondering if that will affect my Social Security since I'm paying into it.
Yes, that does affect your Social Security. So remember that it's based on the top earning years, top 35 earning years, and you've got your points and your credits, all these different ways that they calculate it. But yes is the short answer, because let's just say that in your retirement years you earned $10,000, but maybe 40 years ago, you only earned $5,000 that year and it showed. It would then wipe over top of that history and then increase your Social Security just a little bit.
Okay.
Also increasing your spouse's on the death benefit if you pass away.
Wow. Okay. All right. Kristina, the next one. I'm healthy. Do I really need long-term care insurance? It's expensive. I'm healthy.
Yes. We're all healthy when we get started, aren't we?
Yes.
That is the number one thing that I see that completely derails retirement plans is going to be a long-term care or a health situation. So do you need long-term care insurance? Sometimes it's too expensive and you can't afford it. Sometimes there's a way that we can put that coverage or that protection inside of other products. There are other ways. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Has anyone ever, thought about that phrase and what that really means?
No.
It's not disgusting. It's not like skinning a cat. It's a flip on the monkey bars.
Is that what it is?
That's what that means.
Yeah.
Yes, and I knew what it was my whole life, and I said it in front of somebody. They're like, ooh, what is that? And I'm like, well, it's the way that you flip on the monkey bars. There's more than one way to do it. So there is no monkey business allowed at Powerful Legacy, but I do want to make sure and just give you that good, solid information that you realize you can have a plan. It's going to be inclusive of everything. I want you to feel that peace, that hope, that comfort for the future, because no matter what's coming, a political storm, volatility of the market, taxes, healthcare is crazy, Social Security might take a cut, whatever all these terrible rumors are, folks, we're going to make it. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to make sure that you're on track. You're going to get through this no matter what comes along.
And Kristina, I love this one. It says, I'm a huge fan of the Retirement Train. When is your next book coming out?
Probably 2025, 2026-ish. It's called I Have It All, Now What? Once you have worked and you have all of these things, you've acquired an amazing family, your health is there, your home, all this retirement savings, now what? That's what that's about. And the financial psychology behind it, and why people make the decisions the way that they do. And in general, do you think, Cynthia, women or men are more frivolous in their spending?
Oh, wow. That's tough.
That's a
I'm
loaded
going to take
one.
my household away from it for just a second. I would, I mean, sorry.
Me too.
Okay, good. I would say women. Am I wrong?
You're wrong.
Okay.
And I thought so too, because I'm like, psh, if I want it, I'm just going to buy it, but I'd rather have it on sale. But actually, men spend more frivolously. In that phrase, what I'm actually looking for is unaware of what they're spending on.
Interesting.
Isn't that weird?
That
Women are
is.
more detailed in remembering exactly how you spent the money. Men are a little bit more frivolous. This was in Forbes, by the way, just not even, it was back in June of 2024, so it's not been too terribly long, less than a year. And when you read that article, it's quite interesting because it really breaks down the psychology behind it, that a man is so used to working and getting that paycheck, he doesn't think about the expenditure. Where a woman needs to conserve a little bit more and has that conservative mind and is thinking about where every little penny is going in the details. And I always tease my husband, I tell him, your brain is like an ice cube tray and you have these compartments and you do one thing at a time, and my brain is like a plate of spaghetti and all these things are just intertwined all at the same time. Don't put an ice cube on my tray of spaghetti, and I won't put any spaghetti in a tray.
That makes perfect sense. I love that. Well, we have to close shortly, but you have a message to our viewers at home, Kristina. Let's talk about what that is before we say goodbye.
Yes, folks, we've talked about so many things today, and I know that this information is making you aware that you may not have exactly the same plan that you thought you did. What if you do not know if you're on track because we've questioned taxes, Social Security, the volatility of the market, the risk tolerance that will give us a good path through the volatility of the market? Let's talk about that today. Come on in, get a complimentary consultation. You can call the number at the bottom of the screen, click that QR code, jump onto yourpowerfullegacy.com. Drop us a question if you'd like to. Set an appointment on our calendar. We can't wait to meet you.
Kristina, thank you so much. To the viewers at home, thank you for spending time with us today on Your Powerful Legacy TV. Be safe, be happy, be blessed. We look forward to seeing you back 1 week from today. Take care now.